Hello everyone, my name is Nico Guerrera and I'm with the Ops Tech Marketing team at VMware. Today we're going to review the Log Explorer in vRealize Log Inside Cloud and find some techniques for efficient searching and grouping of events to best troubleshoot issues. Let's start by navigating to the Explorer Log section of Log Insight and search for some kind of string. In this case, let's search for an error string. So we search for some errors, but if we just check out the regular stream of events, it's just a stream of log events. Not very useful. Could be a little better. So instead of having to parse through all these logs, let's look and see what kinds of logs we've gotten in the past 5 minutes. So if we sort the events by type, it looks like almost 80% of our logs in the past 5 minutes, or 2.4K of them, are this error with VXLAN tunneling for NSX. So it looks like it's unable to find an interface. This is a lot more helpful than just trawling through the logs individually under the stream, and it helps you quickly identify and troubleshoot your needle in a haystack so you can find your root cause and start fixing from there. Another table we have are the event trends table. This will show you trends and events that are either increasing or decreasing. So it looks like in the last 5 minutes, these events have been increasing steadily. And these ones are increasing lightly, and then we get to stable ones, and then we get to events that are decreasing over time. So once you find an issue in your environment and you fix it, the events for that issue would have trended up initially. Now they will start trending down as less and less events come in from that issue, and they will slowly drop to the bottom of this table. Next, let's check out our graph to see how we can make this more relevant in an issue. So right now we have a count of events, but let's instead do a unique count of host names. And let's do this in a non-time series grouped by host name. So now, instead of seeing your events as a time series, you can see them organized by host. And so if you have a host here that is more chatty, that is giving more events than the other ones, you might have an issue on that host or that VM or that piece of infrastructure, whatever it is. So let's dig down to one of these hosts. We see that this host is giving us just a few issues that are related to metrics for a VRA node. So if that's something you're looking for on that host, you can go and fix it. So now let's get a little more familiar with our fields here. And let's look for some Kubernetes clusters. Lu resource type contains K8's cluster. And let's do a search for that. So now that we have our Kubernetes events, let's break them down by location. So we want to do non-time series, and we want to break it down by resource labels location. And it looks like all of our Kubernetes events are coming from this one US Central 1C availability zone. So if you had multiple availability zones in a public cloud, you could see where most of your Kubernetes events are coming from. So if there's a spike or a dip in events, you can go research and see what's going on there. The final thing we want to look at is the live tail. So live tail is just like in Linux when you do a tail of a file. It shows you immediately the events that are coming in, the ingestion timestamp and the log timestamp. Now this is good, especially for a DevOps person, where they can see when they push a new application or they push a new piece of code, where it's being pushed to, who's accessing it immediately, if there's any immediate errors that they have to recall the code or recall the container. They can do that by checking out the live tail, stopping it at any time to see what's going on, exploring the logs, or resuming it to have the events keep coming in so they can keep track of them. So this concludes our overview of using the Log Explorer in vRealize Log Inside Cloud. Thank you so much for watching.